February 27, 2025, and this video is called, "Instead of towing the burnt down junker, TEPCO puts a cover on it so the public can't witness an ongoing disaster." So what's exactly going on in Fukushima is called concealment. They do not want the public to know that the technology to fix this problem, which will be lasting for thousands of years, has not been invented yet, and it probably won't be invented in the next 1,000 years. So I asked Gronk, the AI, I said, I asked that question, right? Or that statement. So what it comes back and it says, "It seems like you're referencing TEPCO and possibly drawing a metaphor or expressing frustration about how they're handling an ongoing situation likely related to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster. If I'm interpreting this correctly, you're suggesting that TEPCO is concealing the true extent of a problem rather than addressing it head on, akin to putting a cover over a burnt car instead of towing it away." TEPCO has indeed faced criticism over the years for its management of the Fukushima crisis, which began in 2011 after a massive earthquake and tsunami damaged the plant. The disaster left behind a complex mess: radioactive debris, contaminated water, and damaged reactors that TEPCO is still working to clean up. Recently, as of February 2025, they've started dismantling water storage tanks at Fukushima to make space for the roughly 880 tons of radioactive water still inside the reactors. This process only became possible after they began releasing treated water into the Pacific Ocean in 2023, a decision that sparked its own wave of controversy. Your point about transparency, there's some basis for skepticism. TEPCO has been accused of in the past downplaying risks and delaying bad news, like when did they postpone safety upgrades at their Kawasaki Kara plant, pushing back a potential restart of the world's largest nuclear facility to 2029. Critics might argue this pattern of delay and deflection is like slapping a tarp over a problem rather than fixing it. On the flip side, TEPCO claims they're making progress, albeit slowly, and that these steps, like tank removal and water release, are part of a long-term decommissioning plan. This is the live camera. You can go to the TEPCO website. This is the live camera. This is what they're doing. They are putting a cover over this destroyed, wrecked reactor. And they do it because 14 years is coming up. I think they want to do this before the 14th year anniversary. And the way why they do it is because people look at this mess and they probably think, what the hell is going on over there? Why does this reactor, this burnt out reactor, look the same as it did 14 years ago? So if they put this brand new cover on top of it, they will just conceal this nuclear mess, which is the number one nuclear mess in the world right now. And it has been for the last 14 years. So if they conceal it, we'll see in a couple months that you will not be able to see like the girders, the rusted girders that are left after it exploded and it's just rusting away. Like that burnt car in your driveway. Like after a while you'd get cited for that. But no, they just leave this out. That's why they're doing it. Concealment. What is the definition? It's to keep from sight, to hide, to keep something secret, prevent from being known or noticed. Now, this is the Google Earth of the site right here. And with Google Earth, you can get way closer. Now, look at this. This is what a nuclear reactor looks like after it burned down. This is what they're trying to conceal. They don't look at these girders. The outside structure is just like rusting away. It's going to start falling apart. Look at, you got big, massive holes right here. You could tell me, like this right here, is this where the fuel pools were? I have no idea. This just looks nasty. And this is the concealment structure that they're putting in. I give them credit. They're probably also putting reinforcements around the structure, because if you have an earthquake or something bad like that, that'll rattle this. It'll make it even more impossible to deal with. But how can you have something beyond impossible? Like impossible squared? This is crazy. Now here is the regular Google map, but on this one you could go 3D. Let's see, this is as close as you can get. I mean, look at this. It's just a burnt out shell. In summary, TEPCO's history of concealment spans decades, from falsified safety reports in the early 2000s to delayed disclosures during Fukushima and ongoing debates over transparency. While the company has made efforts to reform, such as enhancing safety systems since 2011, its past actions continue to fuel skepticism about its operations and decision making. So here's the live camera again. Slowly but surely they're going to conceal this so when they look at it, they're going to say, hey, if you can't see, this is definitely like putting lipstick on a pig, if you ever heard that analogy. Here comes the lipstick. Here's the pig right there. Now this is the Google Earth. And look at how close we can get. Look how close we can get. Look at that hole. That's a hole. I mean, this is like a nuclear, like if you ever had a bonfire and the next day you just go there and it's all just like white ash and there's nothing left. This was a nuclear fire though, which is probably the worst kind that we could even imagine is what happened here. And the world just keeps, out of sight, out of mind. But this is the reason why we got cancers in this world. This is a cancer machine that is spewing and leaking this disease causing materials all over the globe.